Afrida, at the outset, the message from the top court is clear. Usually, we see a division bench of the Supreme Court which comprises two honorable justices who adjudicate on issue. But given the backdrop of this particular debate surrounding triple talaq, that is a contentious, thorny subject matter which arouses a lot of passions within the hearts and minds of people. The Supreme Court's message is loud and clear. It will be a constitution bench of the top court that will go on to ultimately adjudicate and deliver judgment on the thorny, contentious issue of triple talaq. It will either be a five-judge bench or a superior larger bench, which will be decided by the Honorable Chief Justice of India. But one thing is clear, the Supreme Court is taking no chances, and that is the reason the Supreme Court ultimately will analyze the debates and the arguments that are being advanced towards it. And once the judgment is out from the apex court, that will be an all-clinching, binding judgment. There will be no scope for doubt. There will be no scope for further arguments. And that is the reason we are seeing the spectrum of the bench also enlarged by the top court, taking no chances and referring this thorny, prickly, contentious issue to a constitution bench. And the other very good point, Afrida, for the sake of our viewers,
yes,
even in the midst of summer vacations, the Supreme Court has decided to constitute this bench, which will hear these numerous petitions that have been filed from the 11th of May onwards. Usually that is the time when the summer vacations are on, but clearly this time around the Supreme Court is adopting a all hands on deck.
Meenakshi, stay with us. I have Shaista Ambar, activist, joining me on the phone line. Shaista, do you have a better hope now that some decision is going to come on the issue of triple talaq? I know that you have also been fighting for this cause, for the abolition of this regressive law that is being practiced.
मैं बहुत होपफुल हूँ सुप्रीम कोर्ट से, क्योंकि बहुत हो चुका. अब ये तलाक को लेकर के, घर की बर्बादी को लेकर के बहुत हो चुका, और पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड ने हम लोगों की किसी भी बात को ध्यान नहीं दिया, और वो सीरियस नहीं है. वो जमीनी हकीकत, वो ग्रासरूट की रियलिटी से बिल्कुल आंख बंद कर चुका है. वो सिर्फ अपनी ही बात वो कर रहा है, औरतों की हकीकत, औरतों की बर्बादी को बिल्कुल नहीं सुन रहा है. हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट से होपफुल हैं कि हमें जो कुरान शरीफ के कानून है उसके हिसाब से, भारतीय संविधान के अनुसार हम लोगों को न्याय देंगे, और एक मुस्लिम मैरिज एक्ट तैयार होगा जिसमें मुस्लिम मैरिज एक्ट को, जो कुरान शरीफ के कानून के तलाक है, वो काउंसलिंग को लेके 3 महीने की काउंसलिंग को लेकर के उसमें होगा. और जो भी 420 में जो भी फ्रॉड करेगा, जो भी क्रूएल तरीके से उनके राइट्स को खत्म करेगा, चाहे वो हस्बैंड हो या और वाइफ हो, कोई भी हो, अगर किसी के साथ चीटिंग होगी, उसको पनिशमेंट करने का काम करेगा.
Shaista, stay with us. I also have Zakir Soman with me on this issue. Zakir Soman, you know, we know that there are vested interests that are working to keeping issues like triple talaq alive for their own personal interests, because so many Muslim countries have abolished this law. And even now, very recently, we had the Muslim personal law making a representation in Supreme Court saying that abolition will go against the tenets of the Quran. So people like you will have to clarify on this issue.
Yeah, first of all, the abolition of triple talaq is long overdue in our country, because it is 70 years to India's independence.
Yes.
So this injustice has sort of remained despite the constitutional guarantees. So that is one. Second is that the Muslim Personal Law Board, which is a self-appointed body of patriarchal people, stands thoroughly exposed today. It is also now quite well established that they are not in tune with the reality.
Yes.
They are not at all aware of the kind of suffering that ordinary Muslim women are undergoing. And they have no business to speak on behalf of the entire Muslim community. So now it is very clear, and I'm confident that we will get justice from the Supreme Court.